Well, I've got to tell you guys, something really big is happening all over the globe right now. We've got CEOs, billionaires, global elitists, even, and presidents and prime ministers all literally jumping ship, stepping down, dying, or even having assassination attempts against them. I mean, there's just too many of them to ignore, and there's an awful lot of action going on. So I'm going to suggest that there is absolutely something bigger at play, and I'm going to give my suggestion as to what I think that is. But we've had some pretty intense things happening. For example, let's take a look at this. This is on a Fox News report, but it's a record number of CEOs have left their companies in 2023, a report finds. Literally 1,170 CEOs have left their positions in 2023. That is a 51% increase from the year prior. That's a massive increase. Now, that was the kick of it in 2023. But now let's fast forward to 2024, and we've got a lot of this kind of stuff happening. Here we have MSN, World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab is stepping down by 2025. Now, this man is absolutely disgusting. He is oh God, I just hate him. He's one of the biggest globalists. But this is a huge red flag because he loves to be in the scene. And I think, by the way, he's obviously passing it on to his son. So they're just changing names, but I'm going to get into that. Then we also have JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon is dropping more clues about his retirement. And he originally came out and said, hey, I'm going to retire in 5 years, but that timetable is changing because it's not 5 years anymore. And then we have president of George Soros Foundation leaves after son takes the helm. So the guy that left there is Mark Malloch Brown. He's stepping down. Then we have the FDIC chair resigns after warning Democrats are launching a hostile takeover, which they actually are, in my opinion. But the chair is stepping down there. And then we have HSBC CEO also unexpectedly steps down after 5 years. So there is a bunch of billionaires, CEOs, and leading officials that are saying, I'm washing my hands and I'm stepping down. But that isn't even the half of it. Now, before I continue, I want to remind you, hit that sub button, give mainstream media the big fat friendly middle finger, and start following the news that actually tells you what is going on right here on Lisa Haven's channel and Restricted Republic. And by the way, before I dive in, just a quick break from my sponsor. Now, we have been told our entire lives that wrinkle creams are the way to look younger. But now one doctor says that that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. Well, recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? Well, so that he can focus directly on anti-aging revolutionary breakthroughs. Now, his clients have dubbed this do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method because it can take years and even decades off of your appearance in 2 minutes' time. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public where he outlines exactly how to use simple solutions from home. Now, if you want to check it out, all you have to do is go to bhmd1.com/haven. That's bhmd1.com/haven to watch that video. And if you want more information, you can click in the description box below. There's a link down there. Or if you're on your cell phone, click that more button to get more information, but you're not going to want to miss it out as this product has been life-changing for me personally. All right, back to the broadcast. So here we have multiple CEOs to the tune of at least well over 1,000 if we include 2023. What the hell is going on? And by the way, something very similar to this happened in 2008, right before the housing crash. And again, it happened in 2019, right as COVID-19 broke out. Those months in November, those late months in November, they started suddenly dropping like flies, right? But here's the thing. I think that they know something is coming economically. Look, we're and I'm going to excuse my French, but we're up shit's creek. We really are with our finances, especially right here in America. And America kind of hinges the rest of the world. We already have BRICS talking about getting out of the dollar. They're already getting out of the dollar. Let me make that correction. And then we have more countries, by the way, joining in on that action. That's scary enough to think about. but we've got a blumbering person who's got dementia, in my opinion, sitting in the White House, spending our money like no tomorrow, sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and billions of dollars and billions of dollars now to these bailout school loans, which we can't afford, right? We can't afford, but something's about to happen in the economy. I honestly think the Klaus Schwabs of the world are afraid, right? They don't want to be blamed for whatever catastrophe could be headed our way, economically speaking. So they're freaking jumping ship and getting out of the way. And that's the fact. But I honestly believe that something so big and bad is heading our direction that these guys are jumping ship, because they've done it in the past after every big major crisis. And just these two alone, Klaus Schwab and JP Morgan Chase's Jamie Dimon, those two signal mega things ahead. Or maybe it's because they think Donald Trump could potentially get in and clean house of the globalists like Donald J. Trump. Now, that would be my hope and my prayer. But the thing is, it's not just these CEOs and billionaires and global elite like figures that this is happening to. In fact, there's other global elite that stuff is going on. And I'm talking about the likes of, well, all these prime ministers and leaders all over the country are either getting assassination attempts, or they have died, or there's some kind of resistance against their regime, right? Take a look here. We have CNN.com, suspect charge an attempted assassination of Slovakian leader. He actually got shot, but he has recovered. Then we have man arrested over death threat to Serbian president. We have an assassination attempt on the Serbian president. And of course, this guy, I don't like I don't like this guy, just saying, but anyway, he's on the list. NBC News, man suspected of aiding Zelensky, assassination plot, arrested in Poland. Then we have Ibrahim Raisi, Iran's president, dies in helicopter crash at 63. And this guy was the butcher, by the way. I don't like this man either, and I don't like a lot of these guys. But anyway, Malaysian son, a new coup attempt in Turkey. Who wants Erdogan gone? So we have this coup attempt in Turkey, and then we also have the Saudi king being treated over and over again for health issues. But we're talking about 6 separate world leaders either having an assassination attempt on their life, some sort of health issue, some sort of coup attempt, or have died. And this is on top of all these CEOs and global officials like the Klaus Schwabs of the world leaving and jumping ship from their positions, just saying we're stepping down and we're done. So I think that there's something deeper happening here. And, maybe also it could be that they're fully ready to implement their Great Reset plan. They plan on doing it, but they got to get the appropriate people in, and they've got to make sure this is going to go the way they want. And quite frankly, the Klaus Schwabs, the Bill Gates, the JP Dimons of the world, they don't have a good name in the eyes of the people. And so maybe they want to change their names a little bit to say, hey, look there's a new person. They're still going to funnel their money. By the way, the money is still being funneled. So just because, for example, Klaus Schwab steps down doesn't mean that he's over and it's done. We don't have to worry about his money anymore. No, he'll just do it through his next of kin or whatever. They're just going to bring in new names and new people to do the same evil that they have done, but their names are not going to be known for quite some time. So in the event, in the eyes of the general public, you guys are definitely going to know who they are because you follow me here on YouTube and Restricted Republic, but the average public will have to get again, used to these new names. So I think that's another reason. But something big and something bad is headed our way. They don't want to be blamed for it. And I think it could be having to deal with the economy. That's a guess, obviously. But again, they've done it in the past. They're doing it again. There is absolutely something more going on. And I'm going to keep an eye on it, keep you up to date. And I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. What do you think it is? What do you think is going on? Because I always read those as well, especially the ones on Restricted Republic. But could be they're worried about Trump, like I said, and I hope that is the case. But we just don't know. All I want to tell you guys is make sure, by the way, you have gold, silver, some tangible assets other than the US dollar. That's why I partner with Noble Gold Investments. And you can check it out at lisahavengold.com, by the way. But anyway, it's insane. But that's why I sponsor with certain people, because now is not the time to mess around. You want to make sure you have something. And by the way, over in China, they just made an announcement where they told all their people to buy silver, of all things. And if the people actually hit them up on that, that could kind of deplete the market and drive the price of silver up massively. And the reason being is because we use a lot of silver, especially in technology kind of things, right? So imagine the damage that could do. And I think that was the point of China, because they want global dominance. And that's a way that you can do it, is control all the assets, right? And China's absolutely doing that, which is just another red alert of why I think these CEOs are jumping ship. Anyhow, I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.